effective against the buildings, but honestly, that's not even that big of a deal. That only matters if you're sieging against, you know, in a 5v5 fight or something.
Yeah. So, Hellraisers versus Cloud9, and I think this is going to come down to Envy getting farm, really, because I like the composition of Cloud9's lineup, but I think Doom and PA together, they could get some work done, not only early game, but late game as well. And I mean, they have an Enigma to push down towers. They have Ninja, who's going to be at his peak when he gets his Blink Dagger. So this is a team that I really like. I think Hellraisers have drafted a really solid team. And for their lineup in the Radiant side, it's going to be Artez on your Phantom Assassin, Ninja on your Brewmaster. Oh, Bone 7, look out, buddy. No Stifling Dagger coming out. He'll be okay. Gork's going to be on your Doom, Dread on your Vengeful Spirit, and it's going to be goddamn playing your more than likely Jungle Enigma. And so that's going to be your Hellraisers lineup.
And then on the side of Cloud9, in the safe lane, we're going to have Eternal Envy playing the Weaver, being supported by Pylidai on the Skywrath Mage, and Misery on the Rubik. In the mid lane, it's going to be Fata on the Razor, and offlaning on the Centaur is going to be Bone 7.
So, already, it's pretty standard lanes, I'd say. The offlane Doom, again, he can always head to the jungle at some point in time, and once you get that Midas, this game gets kind of difficult. He just starts to farm like crazy with Devour and Midas together, especially if the PA gets to a good start in the safe lane. So, it feels like Hellraisers and Cloud9 are playing the same style of Dota, where they have heroes that can fight early on, and the Brewmaster and, let's say, the Razor versus the Doom, and the Razor and the Centaur versus the Doom and the Brewmaster. And then you have heroes that can come into the late game and start doing work like Eternal Envy's Weaver or Artez's PA. So really it comes down to who wins the lanes better, I think, in this situation.
I actually favor Hellraisers quite significantly in the late game, mostly because they have the Doom and the Enigma. Both heroes that scale immensely well, and it does look like they aren't going to block off any of Enigma's camps, and we've talked about this many times. I always feel like this is a mistake. If you're not going to block Enigma's camps, you have to put pressure on him in some way.
And already he gets a Wild Wing camp, and he's going to be able to stack up his Eidolons. No, one does die, so that's been unfortunate. Oh, his clarity got canceled. Oh, that's not good. All right, maybe not the best start for goddamn.
Watching.
Yeah, let's go up top now.
He's getting nervous because we have the camera on him.
Listen, some stage fright, it's not unusual to have happen, so, but a bit of a rough start. Eternal Envy already with 7 last hits. No surprise that Envy is a master of CSing. Can they get a kill here?
For a dive.
I don't know if they can do this. Yeah, concussive shot. They've got telekinesis, and EE's just going to right-click him down. Scorched Earth has not been skilled up, and EE gets first blood. So 7 last hits and first blood. He TP's up top immediately. That's not going to do anything. He only has Devour.
Well, he's going to get the experience.
Well, right, but I mean, that's true. Okay, so not nothing, but regardless, Eternal Envy still gets first blood, and Cloud9 having a better start than last game, although it's only 2 minutes into the game.
Already up to 1,000 gold on this Weaver. I expect him with that first blood to definitely go for the Midas this game.
What did he just buy? He bought a Ring of Basilius and a stick.
No, he bought a boost and a stick, actually. So yeah. Maybe he's not going to go for it.
I mean, he could still go for it now that he has those, but he can start spamming out, I guess, Shikuchi a bit more.
I don't know,
because
usually when you see a first blood like that, you just go for a straight Midas.
I mean, he was farming so well he had like 7 last hits, now he's up to 12. I don't see any reason for him not to go Midas, especially against a PA that's free farming bottom, who has 10 last hits. So Artez having not necessarily more of a rough time, but just not getting as many last hits as EE is in this top lane. So mid lane Static Link, yeah, this is a matchup that Ninja is going to have some trouble with, and Fata, of course. It's good that he'll be able to win this laning phase, but what will this transition to in about 5 to 10 minutes? How will Ninja come back from this?
Well, I mean, usually we don't actually see Razors dominating this hard in the early phase. Usually Panda does pretty well for the first couple of minutes, and then starts struggling as you get 2 to 3 points into that lane.
Are they going to go bottom with the Smoke of Deceit from Cloud9? They're deciding whether to go mid or bottom. They can't make a decision.
They might want to look to find this Enigma possibly in this jungle.
He's kind of far away. It'd be tough to catch him out of position, but it looks like they're just going to wrap onto the bottom lane as Artez. They can't decide which way to go. They finally make their decision. They're maybe going to look for the Enigma first. Luckily, he's in a pretty good spot. He does pick up a Soul Ring. Are they going to go mid? Oh, there's a courier here as well. It might scout them out. No, not yet. They haven't pinged anything. There's the static link. Now the concussive shot. Telekinesis is going to go and bring him back, and he'll take some harass as well. Arcane Bolt already went. There's the clap going in as well, and that's more than enough to get the kill for Fata, throwing up the plasma field. So they pick up the kill. They shut down this mid lane. Top lane's getting free farm for E. He's even diving onto Gork. He throws up the swarm as well. And besides your bottom lane, is he going to get a kill here on Gork? He just needs one right click. Maybe two with a Gemini attack. He's going to get the kill. Yes! Scorched Earth not enough to get the kill, or rather for him to stay alive. Wow, this is really going bad for Hellraisers early on.
Godin is really struggling in this jungle.
Not only they're gonna throw a concussive shot. Static Link goes through. The right click is there. I think it was a miss from Fots on that time around, so they can't go for the kill. But if he had his DD, he could have gotten that DD picked up and just went to work. But instead, he wanted the kill. But that's gonna be E's double damage, maybe. Looks like it. And Fots is actually just gonna bottle crow currently. So you talked about goddamn the jungle. He's only got what 18 last hits, but he did get up his soul rank, so it's not that bad anymore. But,
I mean, he should be level 6 right now with about 30 CS. I mean, that's just like the standard Enigma jungle.
Magic Missile. Bone 7's going to try to fight on Dread, but Bone 7 needs to actually just run away. The Magic Missile was done, and Bone 7 actually should get away scot-free. He uses his stick as well. They're going to Stifling Dagger. Wow, that was a bold play, and that means Artez is not farming the lane. I thought Artez would just stay in lane, but they weren't going to try to get that kill. He Phantom Strike to Dread and was like, I want to get this kill on Centaur, but no. Centaur just backs away. He's like, I'm fine.
And a really good start right now for C9. They get the first kill onto Gorek, so the first blood going onto Eternal Envy. They rotate their supports down to get a kill on mid, and then Envy is able to get another solo kill onto this Doom. So having a really solid start for Cloud9, and they have a gold and experience lead even against this jungle Enigma. So off to a really good start.
And EE is not going for Midas. It looks like he picks up his dreads. He wants or treads. He wants to be fighting early on, which isn't super surprising, but
yeah, it's not surprising that he doesn't opt for that Midas, given the fact that he could have gone for it really early and just opts to get treads.
Bots in the mid lane continue to CS up. 37 last hits. Boots and Ring of Aquila as well. Okay, Artez bottom does have phase, so he's got something going his way, but I mean, you look at Ninja, he's sitting at 14 last hits, he's not even 6 yet. Pylite Eyes has been harassing him pretty effectively. Fox is going to static link on a Dread. He did pick up an illusion rune, but Dread might just die here. Plasma Field's going to go, and
he's actually just dead.
Bota just kills him. He's like, okay, well, you got my rune, but at what cost?
He actually had 700 gold. I'm not really sure why he doesn't have boots.
He was saving, so he lost some of that gold. Concussive shot's gonna go. There's the Stampede, already used the concussive shot, or rather the Ancient Seal. No split even needed, because he doesn't have it. And Fata gets a double kill.
Wow, I mean, everything just going wrong for Hellraisers right now. They're losing all 3 lanes. The jungle Enigma is not having much success.
It's a goddamn disaster, man.
Top tower is under attack.
That's what I would classify this as.
Most certainly is, especially for goddamn...
God. See, I had a good one last game. I know, I had a good one last game. I was not expecting that one. That was clever. All right, coming up to the top lane. He's got Black Hole. He's Soul Rings. He's got a Midnight Pulse as well. He's like time to leave. So they kind of just roam the Enigma top for no apparent reason other than to maybe push out the lane for Gorek and have him just split some experience with the Enigma.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think you just farm the jungle.
Fata's diving after Ninja. Wow. There is no split still available. TP away from Fata. Magic Missile. Fata's dead. Maybe. Yeah, there he goes. After Ninja will get level 6 off the back of that. Does he have enough mana for split? Absolutely. He's like, I can't really do anything here. So, a bit aggressive from Fata, giving away a kill there. And he had a streak, I believe, that he gave away to... It was actually split, luckily, so...
I mean, Bone 7 already up to 1,000 gold, Tranquil Boots, and a Magic Stick, so he's on his way to a really good Blink Dagger timing. Like he's going to clear this stack with Double Edge. Doesn't get the stack, but it's still a double stack. Going to be quite nice for him.
Can you imagine if he gets like a 10 to 12 minute Blink Dagger on that hero?
Probably going to be like a 12-minute Blink, I think.
Artez is going to get caught out by EE, and he just right clicks him in a little bit. And it's only level 1 blur. EE actually time-lapse. for whatever reason. It's short cooldown, so not too big of a deal. Bottle, 1,000 gold. He's actually just going to go ahead and...
It was probably for the mana.
Yeah. He's going to be back up top. He was actually... So he's been around the map harassing rather than farming, but he's done a nice job of it. And now they're going to put pressure again on this top tower. Maybe they can take it pretty soon. It's kind of low. Gork's going to just pop a Scorched Earth and bring the creeper back towards the tower, but he does get one hit off. They're actually wrapping. Smoke up the seat. Stampede, I think Gork is dead here. I think he's actually just going to die.
If he doesn't run away right now, he's still dead.
I think he's still dead indeed. Ancient Seal. Stomp. Double edge. Right click. More than enough. Goddamn, Malefice is up onto Pilot Eye. Split comes in early, and they might get one kill off the back end of this, but Pilot Eye is still alive. There's the boulder toss. Goes through the rocks somehow. That rock formation, so he'll fall, but... I mean, that's a split for a tier 1 tower and a hero. He's back. TP was canceled. Good thing, because Artez, had he left that lane, I don't know what he really gets out of that, except maybe some farm top.
I mean, I think he had to split to get those kills, but really not how you want to be using your first split. And he has 1,100 gold on this Brewmaster, so inching towards his Blink Dagger. And if we go ahead and take a look at the gold, it's 2,500 in favor of Cloud9. 500 experience advantage for Hellraisers, mostly due to that Enigma. Even when he's struggling, still going to give you a large experience advantage.
EE is going to take... Nope, it's actually the regen rune that's picked up by Ninja, and EE has the time-lapse back, so no regen rune for him. Dread will pick up the bounty rune, so good job with rune control so far. Magic Missile. Fox is going to get hit up with a Stifling Dagger. That actually crit. They're going to try to fight this. Artez silenced up. Telekinesis back. Mystic Flare is not there. There's the Plasma Field. Artez, can he leap away? Absolutely not. He's dead. He is going to chase down Dread, and Dread's like, please don't kill me. Geminate attack. He might have to go into Roche. Wave of Terror, Sentry Ward. They want a Magic Missile. Black Hole's going to go not onto EE. Canceled immediately. There's the Ancient Seal coming up, but there is going to be the Doom up onto one. EE might die. No, he's still alive. The Chikuchi. What was stolen? It was the Black Hole Stone. He's got no mana, but he will have Arcanes in 3 seconds. Fox is still doomed up. Stampede's going to go. Here comes Bone 7. Double Edge. Goddamn's dead. No more split. Not for 42 seconds either. Concussive shot. They're also low on Cloud9, but... They don't want to fight.
Doesn't look like he's gonna even try to use it, but
that's
probably gonna go heal up.
Smoke with the black hole and then go kill somebody.
I mean, you can just lift someone into black hole.
That's actually gross. EE has 2,000 gold. He'll be building.
Artez actually goes for an armlet on this Phantom Assassin, so
the Armlet PA, the legendary Armlet PA. What a choice. Okay, he actually went back for a Midas.
All right.
All right.
And that Blink Dagger we were talking about on center now completed at 11 minutes, so really good offlane blink timing.
I don't know. We thought
going right.
We thought for sure EE was like gonna just go for a Lincoln Sphere or something after this, but he picked up the Midas at like 11 and a half minutes.
I mean, it's fine for the way he's been playing, because I think whenever you get super active on a core hero, it's actually perfectly fine to go back for a Midas. Because he went for this early treads, the bottle, and the stick, the Baxi, just to give him some early stats so that he can have an impact in these fights. And he's been roaming around, so then goes back for that Midas to make sure that he doesn't fall behind in terms of experience and form.
Smoke, concussive shot. They don't want to use the black hole on Dread. There's the Sentry. Mystic Flare, Blink, Stomp, Telekinesis. It's more than enough to get the kill. They're going to counter the Sentry as well, and... Well, they wanted a better kill. They wanted a better target for that black hole, but they still could find somebody. They're going to go down bottom, and Artez actually just has to back away. They actually draw a line. They want to go mid instead. After Ninja, they certainly should kill him.
He doesn't have the hole for much longer. About another minute.
They've got to make something happen if they want to use it, but I don't think they're going to be able to. Everyone's back at their tower. The Plasma Field pushed that out. And Pilot Eye's down bottom, so...
Okay, looks like they are going to try to make a play on Eternal Envy. I don't think this is actually going to work without a smoke.
He's just going to Chikuchi away. I think they saw Dread there, and... Bottom, Artez. He took some damage. Black Hole's going to go. Misery does get it off, and Artez is in some trouble. And the Fade Bolt from Misery is more than enough to get the kill. Okay, he got it done. Black Hole's about to go away, but it's been used. Perfectly fine. Nice play from Misery to steal it in the first place, by the way.
Yep. But getting that kill with the Black Hole, and... What can Hellraisers do at this point to come back? I think they need to maybe get a couple kills with the Doom I think they should actually just smoke up the Doom and the Venge. Maybe try to swap into Doom on one of these heroes.
I mean, there's certainly an opportunity to do so. They have swapped now. Doom's been up for a while.
And they get
Blink
a Blink
Dagger. Wow.
Enigma, not something you generally see. So doesn't opt for that BKB or mechanism first.
The fact that they're putting this many eggs into the black hole basket kind of leaves me concerned. Top lane, Eternal Envy, he's going to get doomed up. And he's going to get stampeded away as well. He actually might live. Yeah, he's just going to stay here. He actually goes to the side shop as well. He's playing pretty far up. Blink. What are you doing? Why? Okay, he's fine, but I thought he was dead there for a second. There's no reason to be that far up. Meanwhile, Bone7 getting a kill on the bottom lane that I missed completely. They stole Phantom Strike as Artez got caught out again. So they've left EE to his own devices, but now there's no Doom, and even if they split here, there's no guarantee they get this kill. In fact, it's more than likely they won't, but they don't continue pressuring bottom lane. After Ninja decides to back away, he does have his Blink Dagger, yes, as we just saw, but no, I think Eternal Envy is completely fine, and Fata as well is farming like crazy. He's got a Yasha, by the way, Fata does. Interesting build. Maybe an SNY?
Probably going to be an SNY. I don't think you go Manta on this hero.
No.
Although, there's no reason.
SNY's not a build I've seen in a while, though, on Razors. It's like usually treads and then like either drum or phase into drum or phase into... No, it's generally tread mech. But even then, no one goes mech anymore on this hero, actually. It's mostly Aghanim Scepters, so...
Dire's middle tower is under
it's really difficult to sustain a mech with the change to the mana cost.
It's 225 now, I think, so...
Right, so they are going to smoke up, go through the top lane with 3 of their heroes. But if they find Envy, are they going to be able to kill him, or is he going to be able to Sakuchi away?
They've blinked Black Hole, so if they find him, he's more than likely dead. And they've spotted him out. They know that he's here.
Break.
And actually, they don't even go for it. He was able to Sakuchi away, and they didn't want to waste a Black Hole on nothing. So he just continues to farm the jungle, which he has enough for an ultimate orb now. Or you can even go for a straight MKB if you really wanted to, but that leaves you kind of lacking in survivability. But I guess if you go for a Linken's or BKB, it's not going to matter if you get Black Hole or Doomed. But, I don't know if that means that you go straight for, say, something like an MKB, but there's always that possibility.
Probably not. I think you still go Linken's this game. Actually,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I have the Storm. Fata is... He's ready to go. They don't notice that the Creepers are taking damage. Blink, stomp, double edge, swap out. Still hits onto Artez. There's going to be the right click. Plasma field coming in the Doom. It's maybe a bit too late. The split's going to go through as well. They're putting a lot of Defata here. Now concussive shot. Gore getting caught, but he's got Scorched Earth. He's rather quick. Blink forward from Bone7. Double edge. The right click. Black Hole now onto 2. This could be the fight. Nope, just kidding. Ancient Seal. Misery doesn't get the steal. He will have it in a second if he wants to. They get the kill beforehand. Steal the split. Yes, he got it off. Misery, well played. Ninja getting chased down. They're about to Cyclone him. There's already 3 dead for Hellraisers. This might be the 4th. Actually, it might be the 5th. Cyclone. And he is in some trouble. Stomp's going to go. Double edge. There it is. Dominating spree for Bone7. All 5 dead. What a fight from Cloud9 to secure a full 5-man wipe. That's about as bad as it gets for Hellraisers.
Yeah, I think this game is actually just out of reach at this point. They're too far behind. They didn't get a hit on this Enigma jungle. They're 10,000 gold, 10,000 experience down at 17 minutes, and it's just so hard to come back when you're losing to this, to the Centaur, Skywrath, Razor. I mean, taking fights against these heroes is a real problem at the moment.
SNY is now done for Fanta. Malphite's not going to go. They wanted to. Oh, and maybe it won't. Gadam comes in and he just throws up the Malphite quickly. And Fata will back away. So there's the 4th staff now done for Bone7. So 3 of the top 4 or 5 of net worth going for C9 at this point. And Envy purchases up nothing yet. He's going to buy its Desolator. So instead of MKB, he goes straight for Deso. Okay. So they're trying to take this 2-1 tower. Stampede. Force away. Goddamn stomped up. Mystic Flare is going to get not split. Goddamn's dead. Magic Missile. He dies. He's got buyback. He has time lapse if he wants to use it. He's not using it yet, though. Seal's going to go in. There's the clap. Fade Bolt, Telekinesis. There's the time, the buyback time lapse in. And now he's going to try to go to work on the Afro Ninja. He's not going to get any kills off the back end of this. They will pick up the kill on the Vengeful Spirit. They're still going. He's chasing down Afro Ninja. He's got split in 16, so the buyback used maybe prematurely there. He thought that they were going to continue to put, but as soon as the buyback went, Hellraiser just backed away.
Didn't really get much from that buyback, but we're able to get 2 kills on both the Enigma and the Vengeful Spirit for the Centaur and Weaver buyback, so definitely good for Hellraisers, and using that Doom to good effect onto the Weaver. Looks like he is going to have his Blink Dagger fairly soon, and Envy actually going to be very susceptible to these Dooms early because he doesn't go for that Lincoln Sphere, so not even going to have to pop the level death into Doom, can just straight away cast that Doom onto the Weaver.
So they have to find some way of locking down Gork before he can be effective, but that being said, I mean, he's got a Blink Dagger now. Maybe Artez's dead split is going to go. He's still had it. Artez is going to get stomped up here in just a second and will. He's just going to die. The Sentry was used. They want more. They're going to Cyclone up Gork, and they're going to try to find Dread as well. He's here. Sentry's going to go Magic Missile. In some trouble. Time lapse. He's going to save his life. They have Black Hole. Nope, they don't. It's still down for 24 seconds. Gork was trying to get his Zoom off. No, he actually has that on cooldown for 13 seconds as well. Stomp coming in. Bone 7's low. Bone 7's going to die to the Midnight Pulse. Goddamn it, everyone is up top. Afro Ninja does have splits, so kind of a weird fight for both squads. And that's going to be the end of that one.
So only a 1-for-1 trade. During that time, it looks like Fata and Eternal Envy were just farming away, so.
Artez actually has no farm after he got that armlet. He's been killed 4 times in the past like 5 minutes or so.
And it actually looks like he's going to go for a straight... Picks up an Ogre Club, so maybe going for a Sange? Or a BKB?
He might just have this... Yeah, I think it might be BKB. He's keeping the
belt for Basher?
Yeah, eventually. But at this point, he realizes that he needs some way to survive, and BKB might be that option.
But
he's still far away.
Is finished up for Eternal Envy, but I mean, he's just sitting at such low life points on this Weaver.
They're going to take an Aegis. I think that's what they need.
Yeah, the Blink Dagger now completed onto Gorek on this Doom, so this next fight could actually go pretty well for the side of Hellraisers.
They know.
They actually know that Roshan is
This could be a huge black hole from Goddamn. He's ready to blink in, and Fata walked into the pit as the Observer Ward was going. Goddamn seems to know. Fata pauses the game.
They're all clumped. They could get 5-man black holes right here.
Oh my god, this could go horribly.
Needs to be out of the pit. This is not where you want to be. If he just blindly blinks in black holes, I don't know how much information they have, or how confident they are, but if he actually just snap blinks and immediately black holes, I think they'll just win the fight and get Roshan.
They know that they're here. No, they will, because they're smoked up, actually. They have no idea. They will know as soon as they walk a second or centimeter closer to Cloud9 in this Roche pit.
Blink does have a longer range than the smoke break.
That was the worst possible time for a ping spike. A latency issue. It doesn't look too bad now, but... Oh my god. The tensest moment in the game. This could be the deciding factor of Cloud9 winning, for HR just cleaning house and getting the game back in their favor. I mean, they're still down to 8,000 net worth, but...
Everyone's ping in console looks okay. I'm not really sure what's going on.
All right, we're ready to go, it looks like. Sec actually looks like we're in the bathroom for somebody for HR.
And unfortunately, Hellraisers doesn't really have any of their main damage dealers, but I'm pretty sure if they get the 5-man black hole, they'll still come out.
Yeah, I don't know if they will. The Midnight Pulse on top of it would be good. Just the straight black hole.
You can't get it off, though.
No, there's no way.
They really need Panda to be there, I think.
Yeah, he's not there at all. If they get the clap off, that'd be huge, but he's nowhere near this Roche pit. And Artez isn't near either. And we're going to unpause. We're ready to play. Misery's still in the pit. Goddamn, Dread's going to walk forward. Misery walks out of the pit. This could be big. 4 step away. Magic Missile. Now the black hole. It was telekinesis. Spell was stolen. Roche goes. That was exactly what you were looking for. Black hole now onto 4. But where's the follow-up? Goddamn does fall first. It holds him into place. Gork is low. He's not dead yet, though. 2 dead on the side of Cloud9. There's the Aegis getting expended. Split was about to go, it was canceled, obviously. There it goes now. They're going to try to fight this. Cloud9, EE, boulder toss. They were out of range, and they back away. Gorik does go down to one of the ancient creeps. So it's a 1-for-2 trade in the end. And they actually did come out ahead, but not too bad for Cloud9, considering that could have been way, way, way worse.
Yeah. Looks like during that pause, Misery recognized that it's probably a better idea for him to not stand in that pit, because if they got 5 million black holes, and he instantly cancels it and steals it and is able to get a 3-man return hole.
And they also find Artez as Bone 7 jumps and stomps double edges, and there's a Blink Fade Bolt coming in.
This is not his game on the PA.
It really isn't. I mean, Artez has died
really
again
struggling.
6 times. EE's down bottom, killed Midas up and then lead. Gorik is in. No Doom left, though, but...
Wondering what EE is going to go next. I mean, he's so squishy right now. He needs some sort of survivability.
Yeah. He needs something to just get himself to be a bit tankier.
But what do you go?
I mean, you could maybe buy out... I honestly don't think Heart's that bad just to get raw
just
HP.
Going straight Heart?
I don't know if it's that awful, this game. It might sound bad, but I don't know. That's just my thought process. Because, like, there's no real right-click damage. The burst is only coming from the magic damage. So I guess BKB would be good, too, and would keep him to be a bit tankier. Although you really have to get it off before they Doom, honestly.
I'd go Booster Cloak, I think.
Okay. So some HP, some magic resistance, get the best of both worlds. Fata is swapped up. They're going to maybe try to fight this. He's low. Deny not going to come out. Time lapse out. Nah, they don't want to fight this. It looks like they're going to lose Fata and back away. They did not have Pylai nearby to help out with any of his Skywrath abilities. So nice kill coming out from HR. Fata's farming a bit too up.
And looks like Misery is going to go for the Aghanim Scepter. So a lot of ults to steal that get Aghanim's upgrade. You have the Doom, the Black Hole, the Vengeful Swap, as well as the Primal Split.
It's
so
really just the Phantom Assassin that doesn't have the Ags upgrade, so...
I mean, you can't even steal Pia's ults.
No. I'm going to steal Coup de Grace. I'm going to crit ya.
How would you even steal passive? So it'd be like after a passive is procced on an auto, you would be able
You have
to
the choice to steal. Would you like this passive? No, I think I'll take the active, please.
Dire's bottom tower has
I'm sure there's actually some passives that if you were able to steal them would be kind of broken.
I still Bristleback, you can't kill me. And that wouldn't even have to be that good.
Well, but like Warpath?
Yeah, it'd be pretty good. I mean, you need spells
to
use.
Spammable spells.
Yeah, I'm gonna spam Fade Bolt once every like however long the cooldown is.
I'm sure there's some
seconds.
passive that's broken.
Let's put our heads together here. Let's see what we can figure out.
Thirst.
I guess that's kind of okay. That's like that's one of the only reasons that hero is actually kind of decent. He's not decent, but that's a question for chat. Chat, if you had anyone spell to steal that was a passive, what would it be?
Ricky's Invis.
Okay, there you go. That might be it. Man, that'll dominate the 2K MMR ring.
Structures are fortified.
Artez, Appenage, goddamn Gorik, and Dread, all 5 pushing this tier 2 tower, and they're going to take it. Meanwhile, the tier 2 top getting pressured. And they're waiting for some TPs. Pylai and Bone 7 actually Stampede. They're going to fight here. There's a split. Fonza gets caught out. They've already killed the Weaver. They're going to kill the Razor as well. Or rather, Misery, not Weaver. Weaver's still on. He's pushing mid.
So
they both have buyback, by the way.
Yeah, C9 get 2 towers for that. For the bottom tier 2.
And the mid tier 2. They took both of them, I believe.
Oh yeah, C9 took 2 towers, but I'm saying Hellraiser's got mid tier 2, the bottom tier 2.
He just got split. Artez is dead again. Tier 3's gone. Buyback coming out from the Razor. He didn't even clap.
Oh my.
And looks like we're gonna see a dead Dread as well.
Alliteration happening. There's no reason to get split stolen in that situation. He should have at least cast a Drunken Haze on creeps.
Split was used and it was dead for about 5 seconds, and then it just got stolen. So, goddamn does have invis. If they want a black hole, yep, there it is. He did not expect that. He does buy his double javelin before he goes down, but he's actually just going pure damage. Misery steals black hole.
Completely glass cannon.
Oh well, that black hole lasted literally half a second, but
He does pick up the Aghanims, so... Oh wait, that's the Aghanims on Doom. Sorry.
That's actually frightening.
So Doom getting pretty farmed in his own right. Gonna have that Aghanim Scepter. Probably, I expect him to either go for a BKB or a Shiva's Guard next. Give him some tank ability. I would actually... So the BKB is going to be completed onto Artez next. I want to see a Crimson Guard on one of these heroes.
You say it every game there's Razor in.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just counters the hero.
Yep.
We saw Puppy building it on Enigma yesterday.
Maybe Puppy, but or not Puppy, maybe the Enigma, he has just bought his BKB though, so that's something to keep in mind. And Gorf with Ags, he's pretty farmed. Ninja has Vlad, so he's trying to get to an Assault Cross, I'd imagine. So, with the exception of the Phantom Assassin, they're not too far behind. But Artez is below the halfway mark here for net worth. I mean, he's got 8,000. He is right next to the Enigma in terms of just sheer itemization. Does have his BKB now, though, so that's at least something. Another pause! Excellent. Good stuff. 26 minutes in, we've had 3 or 4 pauses. Lag from Ninja. Is this East? What is this?
No, it's Lux.
It's not even East. The server with all of the issues. By the way, I haven't played an East game in who knows how long.
I haven't played a Dota game in who knows how long.
Oh, that just sounds like a you problem.
I played a Dota game yesterday.
Okay.
Yep. Random that Chen.
Congratulations, that seems to be one of your heroes.
Myself a Dagon 5.
Excellent. You know what? I expected this to be like I ran into Chen and I just won the game, but I'm glad that you bought that Dagon 5.
I mean, we did win. I was playing with Ush and Charlie.
Oh, with Charlie? Wow, I'm surprised. I thought you would lose hardcore.
Oh, come on. We all had like 17 kills or something.
Shoutouts to Charlie. Wow, I wish I got invited to that stack.
Were you sleeping, maybe?
I don't know. What time was it? Probably. I was probably
like
sleeping.
4 Eastern
Yeah,
or
I was definitely sleeping.
Yeah. So it looks like we're having a little bit of a pause. Very exciting.
By the way,
3,000 gold. Probably gonna look for an AC.
He's gonna
get
that
item
soon.
progression do we have? Fata has an ultimate orb. Not really sure. I'm not really sure what's going on with Cloud9's item builds. Actually, their item builds are so gold inefficient, and with the way the game is actually going, they're actually in danger of losing, I think. And it's, I would say, almost solely because of their builds. I mean, Saint Jin Yasha really doesn't provide anything on Razor. Sure, it's some decent stats, but why get that when you can get an Aghanims, which upgrades your ult, or a BKB, which allows you to survive through all of this magic damage? I can sort of understand not wanting to get a BKB this game, but the Weaver with the complete glass cannon build who just dies to 3 auto attacks inside Black Hole, or the Doom. I mean, he just died at Doom. I think he actually just dies to Doom right now.
I think they need to get him an Aegis.
16 seconds. Yeah, he'll just die to Doom.
If they give him an Aegis, then they expend a Doom or Black Hole on him, and by the time the fight's over, hopefully they've cleaned everything up, and he could just come back and keep going, but...
I mean...
That's really...
Misery has played exceptionally well this game, and I think if he hadn't played so well in these last 2 team fights, Cloud9 could actually be even further behind.
It's actually even in terms of net worth difference and experience
that's
difference.
Not good for... like, if we just compare these lineups, I mean, I talked about it during the draft. You have the Doom and the Enigma, 2 heroes that scale exceptionally well. The BKB now completed on the Enigma, so nothing's going to be able to cancel the Black Hole. The Aghanims now on the Doom. You know, we have the Phantom Assassin, which is going to be able to do a lot of burst damage. Someone's upset, and it's Fata.
Yeah.
And Artez now finishes his own BKB, so... Getting their items up slowly but surely, and Cloud9 are going to have a really hard time, I think, at this point, closing out this game after some questionable decision making.
There's always the chance that they can get this one fight. They can steal Black Hole, they can steal Doom, they can steal Split, and then just have EE and Fata go to town, assuming they're still alive. But Again, I do want to take a moment and say that, of course, cast of this game is going to be High Ground TV. We actually, on our website, put up an article about some of the recent upsets in Dota Pit. I highly recommend you guys check it out, www.highground.tv. But I think at this point, you're absolutely right. What? Envy? What? He's scooching up to the high ground and then time-lapsed away. Okay, this is, it's getting silly quickly. Bots is up top, he's hiding in the trees.
Are C9 mathematically already in or something?
No.
What's going on?
They're 5-1.
Just kidding.
I mean, there's certainly a chance that they could lose a couple of games and not make it to the playoffs, but I don't think they seem to mind here. I mean, if you win against teams like Hellraisers and teams like MYI, then you have a pretty good shot of getting in. But
I know why Owie isn't here actually. He's flying to Sweden or whatever for the DreamHack.
Ah, I see. Eternal Envy backing away. So Misery is going to be standing in for them. As you can see, he's played really well. Even without AUI 2000, he's considered one of the best players on this squad, I'd say. To be fair, though, all of these players are really solid. But for Hellraisers, they've got a squad that, with the exception of Artez this game, is very... They've got some ways to get back into this game, and on top of that, they're really good players in their own right, so... But it looks like we might see a Tier 2 for a Tier 2 trade. Roche will be up, who knows when. Maybe momentarily, in a minute. Maybe further down the road. And Tier 2 tower top. And they'll probably just keep going as well. So at this point, Bone 7 and Cloud9 are going to have to TP back home and defend this Tier 3 tower. This could be tough, actually. If they lose a fight here, they might just... Well, they're not going to go up to the high ground.
Well, they are going to get a DD on Eternal Envy, so if he's able to stay alive in this next fight, it does look like he's actually just going to split push, though, not wanting to fight into the Hellraisers lineup. I think that's actually the correct decision when you go an item build like this. He has no survivability. He's pure glass cannon, so until he is able to get up the survivability item, I expect him to just constantly split push, try to force TPs back. Well, really, what's his survivability item going to be?
Aegis.
I think it has to be a heart or an Aegis. Yep.
It's always going to be the Aegis. Roche is up in a minute's time. I don't know if Cloud9 know this. They had the courier over the secret shop, which now gives them the MKB. They're going to send the courier into the pit as well.
He only has 1,000 life.
No, he'll die. He will die instantly.
So when this Doom hits 16, Doom kills him. Not even with the Ags, you know how it...
Refreshed, yeah.
Refresh, it just kills him because it does 1,200 damage.
You gotta hope to God that you're not the one getting doomed.
I mean, who else is gonna get doomed? I think only Razor would be the other Doom option. Bone 7 is actually getting free time in the center, does have a Shiva's guard.
Bots is going Lincoln's, by the way, so he's made the decision that he doesn't want to get doomed, or if he's gonna get doomed, it's gonna be tough.
Or maybe he'll Lincoln's the Weaver.
That could also work. And that actually would make
a lot
more sense.
You know what could actually work is if Eternal Envy went for a BKB and then they Lincoln's Eternal Envy so that he can't be doomed. Yeah,
I like it. I like the choice. That actually could be huge. They're pushing into the Tier 3 tower, and although Roshan is up, if you take it for Hellraisers, you just lose a set of racks here. Maybe.
Yeah, the DD.
Radiant's top
and it
tower
looks like,
is under
wow, they're
attack.
actually just going to let this Tier 3 fall to Eternal Envy.
They would rather have the Aegis. Goddamn will TP back, but they would rather have the Aegis.
Alright, they're just going to lose 1 Tier 3. So.
Roshan has fallen.
It doesn't fall rather quickly. They give the Aegis to the PA, who has had some trouble.
Probably okay, actually.
Goddamn, is Malphus? Midnight Pulse, Shikuchi? He's got a black hole here. Oh, maybe not. Juke City. Is he still dead? I think he's still dead. Sentry. Oh, God, he is so dead.
Oh,
wow. That took literally nothing.
I think they actually are overestimating Eternal Envy's survivability. He would have just died in that Venge stun. Because that's nothing. It's a complete glass cannon, Hand of Midas, Desolator, MKB, Strength Treads. They're sitting at 1,000 HP, only 7 armor, so really not tanky at all. But, I mean, honestly, using the black hole, probably not the biggest of deals. I don't even think they need Black Hole to win a team fight at this point.
No, I think they
have
can
the
take
level 3 split.
Yeah, they're more than capable of taking a tier 2 tower here based on their level 3 Doom with Aghanim Scepter, based on the split. And I don't think Cloud9 can defend this without Envy.
The Aegis as well. On the Phantom Assassin. And
Yeah, there's no reason to fight this.
he can pick up a Basher if that is indeed the item he wants to go for him. Let's go ahead and pick that up.
Middle tower
So,
has fallen.
Armlet, BKB, Face Boots, Basher. I'm not really sure what this Armlet has actually done for him this game.
Not much. He's not really used it to fight. He's not used to survive. He's died
actually
a lot.
time
So
lapses.
back to the top lane. Wow, that's just what a play. Just a split push. Just to push out the top lane where you can imagine Hellraisers want to head next. But they're not going to go that direction. They also have to push out bottom as well. EE TP's home as soon as he's done pushing that creep wave.
So a Jim picked up on Misery. Gonna try to get some map control back, de-word the words coming out from Hellraiser.
I'm actually just super concerned for Cloud9 right now. I don't...
Yeah, and I mean, Hellraisers are actually doing a really good job not... They're dealing fairly decently with the split push. They're not... You know, they're moving around as 5, so they're making sure they don't get picked off, because I think that's one of the main ways that Cloud9 have a chance to come back. The refresher orb being worked on by Doom, he actually has a full completed refresher, so there's going to be 2 Aghanim Dooms in this next team fight.
Is this game actually maybe just... Oh, I mean, EE does a ton of damage, but he'll just die. Like, even if they don't use one Doom, they're going to use the other, and unless the Doom gets Lincolns or... even if that's the case, they still have Hole and they still have Split. Like, this game is suddenly, like, not Cloud9's game anymore. Like, HR are more than capable of taking this game. And they still have the Aegis up on Artez.
It is worth noting, though, that they currently don't have buyback on the Doom, so maybe if they can get the Doom out before he's able to use one or both of these Dooms, they might have the potential to win a team fight and then go ahead and take the the mid set of racks. Cloud9 are doing a really good job of making sure that the lanes are pushed out. If you look at bottom lane, it's constantly being pushed out. Mid is generally being pressured as well. So they're doing a decent job with the split push.
At this point, though, Cloud9 are kind of just staving off any aggression by making sure they have map control, which is the smart idea.
I'm not even sure what item Eternal Envy could go for where he doesn't die in Doom. Like, do you go for... Like, I mean... Oh, I guess I said it earlier. You can go for the BKB, maybe? And then have Fata Lincoln him. That might actually just be the only choice. Because
Even that seems kind of...
A Lincoln's isn't going to save him. A Heart's not going to save him.
Maybe Weaver just wasn't the hero of this game. Or maybe they needed to fight and not have the Zetum choices for Eternal Envy earlier on. I think if he decided to go for at least one defensive item earlier in the game, he wouldn't have gotten picked off a couple of times.
Items are a bit strange as well.
He might be going for an Assault Grasp for Sheep's Guard. They're going to try to fight. Maybe. They smoked up. Phantom Strike's going. Wow, he just killed Pylai. There's the BKB. Might be a big fight coming in. Double edge onto Gork. He's going to get telekinesis. Black Hole onto 2. Spell was stolen. They're going to use it. Will they get this off? Gork actually blinked away, I believe. Midnight Pulse is going to go on the ground. Mystic Flare as well. Fatsa getting low. There's the Mecha keeps alive. 4 staff, stomp, double edge. Dreaded some trouble, but now if Ninja is going to work, 1 dead. They already bought back. And that'll be on 1. Gork is looking for his second Doom. He's already used the first one. I'm not sure on who. It's 2 dead plus a buyback from C9. They only lose the Enigma for Hellraisers. Is this their time to go to the high ground? They're ready. They're getting ready to go.
Doom. They still have the split, an additional Doom. The Aegis was expended, but not really a big deal.
This Rax is gone. They can't defend this. And E's going to try to come in. Telekinesis is going to go. They want to bring down Gork as quickly as possible. Ancient Seal swap out. Now the split going in. Mystic Flare misses. E gets bashed up. He's dead. He's got buyback, but it might be a bit too late here. Cloud9 with some strange decisions. They might lose this one. Dread will fall. Thoughts is still going to work on Artez. Split is still up. Doom has actually spilled, and the fact that Doom did go down means that they can defend, and they will get some kills. And they actually do get out with FNJ. No, Misery blinks telekinesis, and he stole the split again. Triple kill for Bone 7. They lose their bottom range racks, yes. But now Cloud9 are starting to hit their stride despite everything.
So they used buyback on Razor, Weaver, and Centaur to defend that. And Skywrath, actually. So buyback on 4 heroes. Rubik, the only hero that didn't have to buyback in that engagement. So I think if you're Hellraisers, you wait for your cooldowns.
Goddamn, what are you doing
just
here?
do it all again.
That point didn't help you. He's going to have to BKB statically. He's going to go. There's the split going as well. That wasn't necessary. But now they're going to go for this tier 3 tower, although there's no creeps pushing into the base, so it's backdoor protected. And they still have plenty of buybacks coming out. There are 3 buybacks.
The Doom is alive right now. He doesn't have
Doom's
a Doom.
alive. They don't even need to buy back on Artez. They will glyph, and Cloud9 have to back, so as quickly as they win that fight, they need to leave. They have 1 Doom, Refresher's not up for 66 seconds, time lapse. Wow, that swap. EE is doomed, he's dead for 90 seconds, no backback, it was just used. Although Misery did steal Doom. Goddamn's gonna get silenced. They actually doomed up Gorik, by the way. I mean, they're gonna get the kill on the Enigma, who did not, well, he did buy back. Artez is gonna pop his BKB. They want Dread. Bone7 getting brought low. He's gonna stop and get at least 1 kill. But Pylai gets bashed up by Artez. There's the Phantom Strike. The mech going as well. Pylai about to fall and will. The clap going in. 3 dead now from Cloud9. And despite dooming up Gorik, not nearly enough. Good
No
fight again
buyback
from
now on
Hellraisers.
2 of these heroes, so probably we'll just push mid, maybe look to finish up that melee Rex in the bot lane, or possibly even look for a Rex in that mid lane.
And he's not alive for another 46 seconds, nor is Bone7 for 56.
They'll have the double doom as well in 45 seconds, so when these 2 heroes respawn, they're going to be fighting into that double doom.
They want to split. Actually, he didn't use it there. He has it again. I'm just kidding. Gorik has his Doom up, like you said, in 45. Black Hole's available when they have the Enigma, but he doesn't have bot, so he can't really push down mid. And they're just going to push pressure on this tier 3 tower. They don't have that much damage. The Assault Cuirass isn't there yet for Affinij, but actually they're taking it down quite quickly. Meanwhile, in the base, Vata is pushing into the tier 3 tower in his own right. He might take this tier 3, but it doesn't seem to matter. Hellraisers would rather take the set of racks and not worry about their top racks at all. Goddamn is there, by the way. I mean, even if he Black Hole, he wouldn't be able to get the kill on Vata, I don't believe. Mid racks are going to fall, and that's it. It's that simple. And for Cloud9, they will get Gorik maybe. Ancient Seal swapped out, though. Affinij coming in. Mystic Flare going in. And actually, Doom was used on Affinij. That's for Misery. They're still chasing after Gorik. Affinij will not have buyback. Gorik will have buyback. Big bash run to Misery. Stomp goes. Artez pops the BKB. Bone7's doomed up. They're still chasing. They get Misery. Fata now, he's trying to fight with this plasma field and everything. They doom up on EE. He's dead again for 78 seconds. They do pick up the doom, but he's got buyback. What a strange engagement. He won't have doom when he respawns. Bone7's still trying to fight here. And now his doom is done, and he's Malfist. He's got blink in 2 seconds. Now the BKB TP coming out from goddamn, he'll be able to make it alive. What's happening this game? I don't know what's going on. This is very weird, to say the least.
There is buyback on Phantom Assassin. That's probably going to have to be used. No one... Maybe even Doom will have to buy back. The Panda doesn't have buyback. Venge also without buyback.
Oh my. So PA buyback maybe, Doom buyback maybe, no EE.
Well,
maybe these Doom is gonna buy back, and he won't have Doom though, is the thing. But I mean, they don't have all 5 heroes, so at some point we're gonna reach a point where there's not gonna be any buybacks on this map, and the only thing that's gonna keep any team in this game is gonna be Roshan. There's the Aghanim Scepter finally done for the Rubik. So he's got that going for him. They're going to try to sit mid and look for a pick-off. If they can get a pick-off, it might be huge. And unless it's the PA. The PA is the only hero that they don't give a damn if they kill, because, I mean, actually it would be nice to force a buyback out, but they'd rather kill somebody and not have him up and ready to go. Roche is up in about 20 seconds time, maybe less than that. And the Courage got to keep sitting over the Roche pit just to make sure they know when it's up. And they're going to see it now. Roche has respawned, so there he is. Meanwhile, Hellraisers are making their way over to the pit. Black Hole's ready to go. Envy and the rest of the squad actually aren't pushing into the pit despite all of the lanes being pushed out. They're actually heading top. So this is up to Roshan for Hellraisers, it looks like. They know that they're in there, but... And poor Courier dies. Who's on the high ground gets blown up, and actually Roche is dead. Look how fast that thing died.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's not the right button.
No, that is certainly not the right button. I don't know what happened there off Ninja, but that's alright. They're going to TP top as Envy's pushing in. Still hasn't bought his next item with 2,500 gold in the bank, so...
I think it has to be the BKB, like I've mentioned, and then you just link in some... Hope that he's able to do enough damage in these teamfights during that BKB.
Ooh, that Blink Stomp wasn't there. The range. Bone 7 did miss the blink.
He did have Force Def available, so he could have maybe forced into Blink, into Stomp, but... Good escape from Artez on this Phantom Assassin. Looks like he's going to go ahead and buy his Abyssal Blade.
That's frightening. I think this is, Hellraisers now pretty much just need to force a fight somewhere, and they probably win. There's not any buybacks on any of the heroes from Cloud9.
I mean, there's still the possibility that, you know, a big black hole is stolen. He now has the Aghanim, so it would actually do so much damage if he's able to get out the full duration black hole.
It's a big if. Misery has been really good with his positioning. In fact, he's only died 3 times this game. Envy's died 6.
I would say Misery has played the best on Cloud9 this game.
I definitely agree with you.
He's definitely been the MVP for them this game, but... No, I mean, it's just so hard to fight into what Hellraisers have in the late game.
Cloud9 are split pushing, but they have to see back home. Eternal Envy is going to push him mid quickly and then maybe think about going back to the base. Hellraisers don't seem to mind that they're split pushing.
These Rexes
are under attack.
They might have to TP back home or just force a fight now. They're not making a decision though. They have to glyph. Blink Stomp under Artez. There's the clap. BKB split coming out as well. Black hole coming in. It'll be on to 3. This might be the game. Gore comes in. Doom's up onto Fanta. Now Misery still taking some damage. Artez jumps in and blows him up. They take the racks in the mid lane, at least the melee racks for Envy, but they've already lost 2 heroes. And they might just need to go for tier 4s at some point. They're going to take the Mega Creeps first and foremost, I think. And Envy at least is taking buildings, but he's not being involved in these fights. Artez pauses the game. They need a second to think about the situation to be in. Gamer's Book with the good question mark coming out, I'd say. Lags indeed. Again, lag is more than just packet loss. But as it stands right now, I don't see anybody over 200.
They could be having packet loss problems.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Artez actually disconnects from the game. I'm not going to make any judgments or assumptions, but it's a bit of a weird situation to be in.
Yep. And it looks like they're gonna get Mega Creeps. Is there a buyback on Fata? Oh, no buyback on Rubik, which is actually really huge. So they can buy back on the Razor, but there is another Doom available.
This is really bad.
I mean, if they get Mega Creeps, the game's just over, I think.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
I think Envy is gonna maybe try to just get this ranged Rex in the middle. Probably we'll see him TP home, the Razor buyback, and then we'll have a one last stand for Cloud9.
I mean, if they win that fight, they might just win the game. They will have buyback on FNJ. They will have buyback on Artez, but this is still going to be tough. More pings coming out.
He's going to have buyback as well.
Yeah, he's actually has it in 35 seconds. G is called. We're unpausing the game. Bone 7's about to be caught out with the clap. Malphus is going to go as well. He's going to Shivas before he dies, but inevitably so he will die. Like you mentioned, they did get the melee or range Rex and then TP back. Now Artez trying to find a Defata. There's the Abyssal Blade. Doom is up on EE. Doom is going to get caught out. He's going to have to buy back and time lapse back in. Gorek has no Doom this time around. Artez is dead. Gorek's about to fall as well. Swap out. And EE is going to chase down Gorek. They've actually held successfully. They dove past the racks. They didn't get Mega Creeps. They only put damage to the melee tower or melee racks. And there's 4 dead. Affinage is still luckily alive, but
Razor does die back in the end, so I'm not going to have any item progression, no buyback for 6 minutes.
Is this game still winnable?
They also
Cloud9?
Back, okay, they have no buybacks on any of their course, and that's pretty much when you know you're starting to lose, because Hellraisers are going to have buybacks on all of their course, and if they can't force them to buyback right now, I think the game becomes nearly unwinnable at that point for C9, because they're going to have to win so many consecutive teamfights without buyback.
So they have to force buyback now.
Yep.
And even if they do that, then what
Then
happens
it just
afterwards.
becomes a game that I still think is Hellraiser's favorite, but at least it's not as terrible for Cloud9.
I mean, they did take a
Radiant's
set of
bottom
racks
tower is
and a
under
half,
attack.
which actually they're tied up with sets of Raxes. Next gonna go FNJ split. Nope, BKB now will split. The spell's about to get stolen. Goddamn has no black hole. He's respawned. And they really, he's dead. He's dead for 110 seconds. And he just dies. He actually just dies. There's no way he survives because he doesn't have any survivability items. Pilot Eye is gonna get cycloned up. And they're gonna dispel magic, boulder toss, he'll fall next. Malphus is gonna go. 3 dead. Fox is about to respawn. Yes, spell was stolen. Again, he gets split. It's not going to do as much as it did in the beginning of the game, though. And if you're Hellraisers, you probably just push down mid at this point. Try to kill Fatse again and then end the game. I don't know if there's any way they can take this game at this point if you're Cloud9. And Bonesub's got to try to split push. He's not the best hero to do so. He doesn't have all of the utility that
There's actually no
Weaver
creeps
does.
anyways.
But he's just going to push the creep way back and TP back home. So, just kind of being annoying, but they weren't pushing in down bottom. They were pushing in mid. And they're going to go straight for the top set of racks afterwards.
So he needs to primal split. They need to kill 2 heroes during split. Then he needs to come out of it, steal black hole, all the remaining members, and then they can maybe hold off this bottom rack split.
Unlikely. Pilot Eye buys back. Black hole, they're looking for Vata. There's the black hole, it comes down. Vata's actually in some trouble. Spell was stolen, but... And he split, so he stole split, or he stole black hole and then split immediately afterwards, I'd say. So they might be able to do it, what you were mentioning. Bone 7's going to get doomed, though. Appen and Jay is getting focused down, but now, wow, Bone 7 takes 2 crits to the phase. They will grab goddamn, he does buy back immediately. He buys bots as well, he wants to get back into the fray. He's going to TP onto the siege creeper, so he's ready to go. They're ready to fight with Misery, but... No, he's not going to jump in. Goodbye, Pilot Eye. Envy's up in 5 seconds. If he gets a 5-man black hole, I'm going to go nuts. I mean, there's a chance. There is an absolute chance that this could happen. But no, the positioning's too good. Split was already used. They're going to come in black hole onto 3, but canceled immediately with the Malphus. That's game. Good try, Misery. You were the best player on that team by far. But some questionable item decisions. I don't know what to say about this game. I really just actually don't know what to say about this game. I don't.
That was a really crazy game. I mean, a couple mistakes coming out from Cloud9. Maybe the item choices weren't ideal. You know, they had such a strong performance in this early game, and Hellraisers were struggling, losing all of their lanes. Enigma wasn't doing so hot in the jungle. But in the end, it proved that, you know, maybe this Weaver pick wasn't the best pick. I talked about how they probably needed something tanky, but in even an MKB carrier, I don't know. It didn't seem like it worked out this game for Envy.